Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh.
I made the donuts.
We make them at least twice every day.
Time to make the donuts.
Not a few kinds, like supermarket.
Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts.
But up to 52 varieties.
The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. Rise and grind on this Taco Tuesday. Yes, Taco Tuesday it is. Good morning, everybody. I hope all is well. Back to the grind, baby. Back to the grind. It's going to be in the 80s today. So that's good. The wife's still gone. The dog was fine. Little Daisy, a little Chihuahua mix, she was all over me for the last 3 days. We spent a lot of time together. And now she just got mad at me because she saw me getting dressed for work. Sorry, Daisy. She's downstairs on her bed sulking. The other two, they could give two craps. But, I mean, they care, but just for the treats and stuff. Daisy, she takes shit personal. So I'm sorry, Daisy. I'll be home a little later. No gym today. I'll come home and hang with you. But yes, wow, Saquon Barkley yesterday. This is kind of, not that I want it to be, but this is kind of like the news of the day. Saquon Barkley took over, I believe, Geno's Steaks. Now, truth be told, we go to Geno's because it's close to the stadiums, right? You want to get a quick sandwich, you go to Pat's or Geno's. Just go down, right down there to Front Oregon, or Front Street, and get yourself a Geno's Steaks. It's easy. It's not far from the stadium. So, but Saquon. They renamed it Saquon Barkley. Yes, they renamed it Saquon Barkley yesterday. So that was, he's the Madden boy cover. So that's cool for him. The Madden boy. Good for Saquon. I mean, I don't wish any ill will upon him, but like I said, I thought he should have been the regular season MVP. There's just really no getting around it. You run for 2,000 yards. I understand it's your offensive line, but you know how that works. They don't get the credit, right? That's just not how it's going to go. Saquon should have got the MVP last year. Now, he's trying to do something that has never been done before. I mean, the amount of carries that he's gotten, we'll see. We'll see how the body handles this year. We'll see what other teams. More importantly, we'll see what the other teams do. Like we will see what the other teams do regarding. Sorry, I just got a flash. I don't know what that was. We'll see what the other teams do regarding stopping Saquon and putting the ball in Jalen's hands. Not saying he can't do it. He did it in the Super Bowl, but game in, game out, can they? That'll be the question. Saquon's the type of guy. I remember when Dallas was playing when he was with New York behind that crappy offensive line. He was the type of guy who you would stop, and bang, 60 yards gone. You would stop, and bang. That's so. But with this offensive line, it's hard to stop. You're always getting 3-4 yards. Then the bang, there you have it. So, best way to stop Saquon Barkley, truth be told, is to stay on the field offensively. Keep that offense on the sideline. That's your best bet to slow down the Saquon. So, but he's the cover boy. Saquon Barkley taking over Geno's Steaks. They literally redid the whole facade. They put a big thing in front of Geno's Steaks. So it's Saquon's, I believe. I got some po-po in my ass. Po-po. Is that the? Yeah, that's the Popo. Game time's legal. But anyway, circling back, Vinny Hagen, Man of Hawkins' Own. What's going on, Vinny? Next order of business. TJ Watt and the Steelers expect to have a deal by the start of the season. The Steelers have come out. They have a lot of money. Again, people say, well, they're not going to resign him. He's not going anywhere, Eagle fans. I told you, Mr. Obi Jones said I don't have no inside news. Yeah, I got inside news. It's called Look at the Salary Cap. No, I do talk to some people, but hey, it is what it is. Obi John, TJ Watt is staying in Pittsburgh, even though it's not official. They have come out and said he will stay in Pittsburgh. So, no to TJ Watt at this point. And I think that's the right move for Pittsburgh. They'll have like $58 million under the cap. So they have plenty of money. It's not like they don't have money, you know. Still waiting on the Aaron Rodgers thing. I mean, I don't know what's going on with A-Rod. I don't. They're still waiting on Aaron Rodgers to decide what he wants to do. I don't know that Aaron knows. I think he's retiring, people. I think Aaron might be gone. I think Steelers, all this. Could you imagine if you're the Seattle wide receiver that was traded to Pittsburgh? Put in the comments. Who am I thinking of? Come on, dude. I have no liquid gold in me. I can't think of the Seattle wide receiver that everybody wanted Dallas to trade for. Sorry, I'm not awake yet, people. Come on, come to me. I keep saying, man, it's on the tip of my tongue. He's a big boy. Anyway, you get the point. I may remember by the end of the video. I know they had Tyler Lockett, DJ Metcalf. Bang! No liquid gold. Pulled it out of the earth. DJ Metcalf. Could you imagine being DJ Metcalf? Yes, no Dunkins this morning for me. I got somebody already grabbed me one. So I'm going to stop at the bank real quick. That's what I got to do. So I forgot. I had to make a deposit. So I got to run to the bank. I got somebody getting my liquid gold. So we're not going to be able to see Big Mitch this morning. But, TJ Watt is going back to the Steelers, says the Steelers. It's not official, so it is what it is. So it doesn't look like the Birds are going to get him. So now you got, if you really want to look at the Bryce Huff details of the contract, it's a conditional 5. The best it could be is a 5. Now, I'm not going to hammer the Eagles for the actual getting rid of the player. I commend it. You would hope it would be for a 4, but you kind of knew OBJ, I told you, it would probably be a 5th. And that's because, let's face it, you're doing a favor to the Eagles, really. You're getting them out of there. That move was horrendous. So, they took a shot. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Didn't hurt you last year. Let's see if it hurts you this year with the depth. And who knows? But Bryce Huff to the Frisco, San Francisco. My wife is there. Give him the finger, Tina. Oh, sorry. Right by the stadium. Flip him off. Like you're in Philly. Yeah, Bryce Huff. Eagles will get a conditional 5th if he has, he's got his old coach. You'd hope it's another 5th round pick. Probably a 6th. I don't know if it's a 7th to a 5. Probably a 6th. It's a guaranteed 6th. And if he meets certain escalators and plays at a certain level, it'll be a 5th. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, yeah. So we got that going for us. He's gone. Bryce Huff. He gone. No more making excuses for Bryce. Little Bracey. This is what happens when you pay somebody after one big year. You know what I'm saying? It could go the other way. So, interesting. Hold on a second. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. In front of the media portion of 7-on-7 practices. 7-on-7. Think about that. 7-on-7. That's like pitch and catch right there. 7-on-7 is picking. 7-on-7 is pitch and catch. Threw 2 INTs during 7-on-7 drills. Not good for Sam Darnold. Again, Joe Milton threw a couple picks. It wasn't 7-on-7, but I mean 7-on-7 is the easiest possible way to complete passes in practice. And he threw 2 picks. Interesting move by Minnesota, not even offering him anything. Sam Darnold, put in the comments, what did Sam Darnold really get? I don't think he got that much money, did he? And, so that's kind of interesting. Sammy Darnold, he's good. He went from wow. Now, towards the end of the year, he started turning back into Sam Darnold again. You know what I'm saying? He was out to an unbelievable start with Justin Jefferson's ass. Justin Jefferson. And then Sam Darnold kind of came back. It's like, the carriage turned back into a pumpkin, the whole Cinderella thing. The slippers, she was wearing some janky-ass old beat-up Converse. You know what I'm saying? That's what, by the end of the season, he was looking beat up. Maybe that's why Minnesota didn't bring him back. Sam Darnold threw 2 picks on 7-on-7. We're being picky. No pun intended, but that's what we do, right? I mean, anybody else in front of the media, no less. You're gonna do that shit, you don't do it in front of the media. Part of it, that's just, hey, look how good we look. Nope, not at all. So interesting. And Stephon Diggs, I think they're trying to scare the man. It makes no sense for New England to cut Stephon Diggs necessarily money wise. They just literally signed him. They gave him more than I thought he would get coming off a knee injury. I thought he would have had to have a prove-it year, but these teams are so desperate that they're willing to do anything. Stephon Diggs, get your act together, bro. You've been an issue for quite some time. It's a shame because you're a talented receiver. I don't know what goes on with some of these receivers. You got, I love T.O., but he was drama queen most of the time. He was really good in Dallas for a while, and then rumor has it he tried to kill himself. Now he denied it, but he was really depressed. I don't know. It's my quarterback. It's my teammate. So yeah, I mean Stephon Diggs, and then you had Antonio Brown. He's still going through stuff. I mean, what's up with some of these wide receivers? You just can't stay on the path. Stephon Diggs, bro. That's what's like. Even Trayvon Diggs. It's like, I think he's straightened up. His kid's cute, but I know he's got a. Trayvon's on the road to what's his name in Miami, the wide receiver out of Kansas City, Tyreek Hill. I think he's got a few kids with a few different baby mamas, I believe. Put in the comments. And you gotta be careful with that. Your money comes, but your money goes quick. Trayvon, come on, brother. Stay on the straight and narrow. Don't be like your brother. It's Stephon. I mean, hanging out with Cardi B is nice, but getting it on video and then flashing a bag of ketamine-laced cocaine, that ain't the ticket, that's for sure. That's just me, hypothetical. Yeah, it had a pink hue, so they were saying ketamine. I doubt it was heroin. So, again, put in the comments, I don't do drugs, so. Look at this fucking guy. You gonna snake me? He's gonna snake me. Come on, get in there and do your your ATM, brother. I'm coming in right after you. I'm coming in hot. So, in the meantime, we'll stay right here. I know. I need a haircut next week. I gotta make it to next week. So yeah, Stephon Diggs. The Patriots have no plans to release him, so we shall see. It didn't make sense to release him. It really didn't. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, man, we are 93 days away from Dallas versus the Eagles at the Link. Again, a lot of hype around that game. It's only one game, people. Win or lose, it's only one game. Everybody stay emotional. You just don't want to get blown out. And and honestly, it's one game. But for Dallas' sake and Eagles' sake, the loser of that game is looking at 0-2. Dallas has to go on the road again and play the Giants. One of these times you're going to lose to the Giants. Especially a talented Giant. I'm not saying we're going to do it this year, but one of these times, hold that thought. I'm back. Deposit is made. Deposit has been made. Now off to work. Yes, off to work. But my thing is, you want to win, right? Obviously, because it's a divisional game. I think that's more than anything else. The fact that it's a divisional game. That's the important thing. Let me see if I can hear this. Hold up.
Ladies and gentlemen, talk to us and try to capture what that feeling in your heart is.
Saquon.
Bring it forth to us today. 215-592.
Yeah, they're talking Saquon covering Madden. That's what they're talking about. Good for Saquon. I'm glad he was healthy again, and he's made a recovery. I really am happy for the brother. So anyway, getting back to game one. You always want, I think more importantly than the Eagles or beating the Eagles, again, we would get our ass handed to the Eagles every year, at least once back in the day, and still win in the Super Bowl. So, again, I was there at the game where they stopped them again! Oh, I can't do it. I don't have my liquid gold. They stopped them again! Remember when Emmett ran into the line 4 times? Barry Switzer's on the sideline. Well, we went on to win a Super Bowl that year. So, I'll take that loss, even though I paid the money and I was in the stadium watching that shit. Yeah, I was there. Again, pick your battles, right? Sometimes you gotta lose the battle to win the war, but really it's a divisional game, and we open up with bang bang at the Eagles, at the Giants. I got my wish. I didn't necessarily say I had that start out in Philly. I just said we always start out in New York. Well, we don't start out in New York. We play in week 2 in New York. Good thing for me is if I want to go, it's warm weather. So I gotta start looking at that. That and the Jets. Walker Wade may fly in and go to the Jet game, he said. Cheap seats. I'm like, I don't know about that. Not that cheap. I don't sit in the upper deck, so I'll hold my breath on Eagle fan Walker Wade. No, I'm joking, Wade. Eagle fan. No. Eagle fan. I think you're a closet Eagle fan, Wade. I really do. But that being said, that first game is gonna be lit, as they say. It's gonna be lit. But I just hope Dallas can get through this training camp without any stupid shit, any stupid injuries, because it seems like every year we got something going on where a player's missing the first couple weeks of the season and you're holding your breath. I just don't want to see that this year. Come on, be healthy. Be rolling, baby. Because we want to see Hamid go back into the cave for a while until you start winning. That's what us Dallas fans, we want to, not see Hamid, because Hamid never has anything positive to say. Never. It's always, it's like, man, must have been miserable most of your life. You know what I mean? If you're only talking after you win, you must have had a miserable life. Because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you do the math, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we want to see him back hiding out. We want to see him hiding out, laying low, because that would mean that our team is doing good. So, and you can't say we have an easy schedule this year. There's no way anybody can look at that Dallas schedule and say it's easy. I say it's the second toughest. It's arguably the second toughest. Maybe the Eagles has a tougher stretch. I don't know that anybody has a harder stretch of the schedule than the Dallas Cowboys do around Thanksgiving. I don't know that anybody does. Playing the Eagles on Sunday at home, turn around in 4 days rest, playing the Chiefs on Thursday on Thanksgiving. Then the following Thursday, you got to travel to Detroit. Okay? You say you got to win. You got to find a way to at least win one of those games, maybe two. To me, you got to beat the Eagles at home, and you got to find a way to beat Detroit. I could see them beating the Eagles at home and losing to Kansas City and Detroit. So I could see a 1-2. I haven't gotten that far, but that on the surface, you don't want to go 0-3. And go ahead, Eagle fans. You're going 0-3. No, we ain't going 0-3. I don't think. But Logan Motorsports. There's no reason why you don't have a wrench, brother. I don't know. I got way too many wrenches, Logan. I mean, if it means that much to you, I really was. I know I'll piss off a lot of people if I do this. I was thinking about just taking everybody's wrench away and only giving people who are channel members who pay money for, and then give them a wrench. But I know that'll piss a lot of people off. So just remember, there are 2 tiers to be a channel member. You know, I mean, I like to give people wrenches who do super chats and stuff like that. Clear! Whew, whew. You know what I'm saying, Logan? That's kind of like who gets wrenches. I mean, I think it'd be smart to do it, but I'll piss too many people off. I need to go through my mods again. I keep adding them, because people really want them. If you really want one, I'll give you one, but I just can't have people blocking people. So, and Logan, I'll check you myself. I don't need anybody else telling you something when you get a little too carried away. But I'll take care of you. But all right, everybody, that's it. I'm here. I'm at work. Not looking forward to it. I need my liquid gold stat, Logan. I need it yesterday. I'm hurting. But anyway, talk to you later. I don't know what I'm doing today. You'll probably see a video, not a live stream. Because I got to go home and stay with my dog. My dog she's like a human. You guys don't understand. I want to get some video with Daisy. I will. My Daisy girl. She's a special dog. But anyway, I'll talk to you. Talk to you later. Peace.
Wow, Greg's really doing great. Naturally. He has my good luck charm.